if you in boot camp and you late, Sergeant, why are you late? Why are you late? Drop and get me 50 right now. That's what y'all should have done. Because that's what would have done. That's what would have happened in the Army.
Yeah, you
get addressed right then and there. They're not waiting until later.
You having all the girls feel some type of way like y'all choosing.
Right.
Period, point blank. I'm going to tell you like this. I'm done with you. You're a beautiful person. But you need to make sure that you think before you talk. You were out of line for telling our conversation. Now, everybody wants to know, what is this conversation about? What happened on that epic conversation? And why were you guys allowing people to gang up on Tardy? First off, we never manipulated anybody to gang up on Tardy. Before the show even began, before episode 1, the young ladies already had an issue with Tardy. I personally didn't see it because I was so busy helping. I think Carmen didn't see it too because we were so excited. But we could hear the rumors eventually. Eventually we started hearing the rumors. Eventually we started feeling, okay, this is something that happened before. And if you guys noticed in one of those episodes, one of the young ladies even mentioned that before that she was late. She came, even though she came in with a cake. This was before the season even began. They had already had issues with the young lady. And let me tell you, it was not jealousy issues. I'm not here to say these young ladies was jealous of her. In this moment, they weren't. They felt that it was unfair that she was able to stay and she kept on being late. They did not like that.
And I respect that because I would have felt the same way. Okay, how she keep getting a pass? You know what I'm saying? But certain situations couldn't be prevented. I don't know what, I can't remember what happened with the situation with her getting to the first part of elimination for the boot camp.
Right.
I don't remember. But she did come in with a cake, and it was told to me that it wasn't even no cake places around.
Damn.
So they must have told her, you know, what the challenge was and to come in with this. And then you better come in, you know what I'm saying? But the cameras didn't show her coming in with the cake. I was told that she like slid on the ground with the cake like this. I would have loved to see that. You see what I'm saying? But you come in with a motherfucking bang. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to be late for a reason. You can't be late and be boring.
Yeah, let them know I'm there. I'm her.
I'm late, but I'm here.
I'm her, yeah.
Fashionably late. You know what I mean? So I would have loved to see that part. Again, the cameras get cut off. I want to see production learn when to keep the cameras on, when to cut them off, learn how to show personalities. Like, we needed to see all of that because none of this made sense until everybody had their side cap videos. You know what I'm saying?
I would have respected them more to say, I just didn't like the fact that you was late. Why is you still here? And that's why I respected Braids. Now, let me clear the rumor about Braids. I done did that part. Y'all saw that they had issues with her. I never talked to anybody about Tardy. Not one person. I never talked to one person except for, I'm talking about in general, except for Braids and Undercover. So, let me get into what happened with Braids. So, the very first episode, what you guys did not see is that we waited for Tardy to come. Tardy's bags were late. So we gave her a pass because that technically wasn't her fault that her bags were late. So technically all the girls wanted her to be gone. They felt like, here we are, episode 1, preseason you was late and you're late again. So they wanted her to be gone. So we felt like if we keep her, we have to make sure we take her through a boot camp, something that's gonna let her know, like, this is gonna be tough, this is gonna be rough. Are you gonna be here for it? Are you gonna be able to take the heat? So Carmen says, you know what? One of us should talk to her. One of us should talk to her and ask her and drill her. We need to drill her. Why are you late? Why are you this? Why are you that? Like kind of like an interrogation room type thing. You know, it would have been bomb if it would have happened, but it didn't get to happen. You know why? Because it started raining. And when it started raining, we got the girls under some type of tree or whatever, and we had them do, it was some area that we was at, I can't even remember, but wherever we was at, the rain had started becoming light. And we went ahead and did whatever we could with the outros with the young ladies introducing themselves. I'm such and such, and I'm from New York, and I'm from we let them do that real quick before it started raining again, and then boom, this is the part where I was supposed to ask her, Why are you late? Why are you late? Okay, I'm gonna make you run. Go ahead and run. Go ahead and...
I feel like that should have been done when she came in. Just being real. If you in boot camp and you late, Sergeant, why are you late? Why are you late? Drop and get me 50 right now. That's what y'all should have done. Because that's what would have done. That's what would have happened in the Army.
Yeah, you
get addressed right then and there. They're not waiting until later.
You having all the girls feel some type of way like y'all choosing.
Right. And then, I mean, only thing was say, okay, well, I'm going to call you tardy. And it was just real light. Okay, you late. Yeah. And then look what you got on. You know what I mean? Like, she came... She was supposed to wear a white shirt with black bottoms. She remixed it how she wanted to remix it. You know what I'm saying? But she came with that fire, with that energy. Yeah. You could see it in her face. You could see it in her demeanor. Even when she ran like, yes, I'm late, but I'm here.
Square business.
Front and center. You know what I mean? But I feel like y'all regretting who y'all picked to win. That's what I feel like.
That's what I'm feeling too.
That's what I feel like. I mean, at the end of the day, it was an influencer test. Who can handle the heat? Who didn't fold? Who didn't cry? Who didn't just stress out and want to jump over a bridge because everybody was attacking them? Tardy. So did y'all not pick her because she was already, up there and really didn't need y'all's help? Like, I know y'all said it was because of the excuses, but y'all show was, it wrapped around her so well. Mm-hmm. Like you said, the girls made you love her. That show was her. Like, it was tardy.
Yeah.
Do this. Go ahead and do that. But guess what? Because it started raining, we decided, okay, we have a strong young lady here. The lady that stood out to me the most, more than anybody, more than Tardy, more than anybody. This young lady, I loved her. I said she gonna be the star of the show. I said she gonna kill everybody in the show. She gonna be the winner. Even during the pre-show, she had made it look like...
She did. I told Shanice and Lorraine, I was like, y'all, it's this one girl. I know she finna bring it. I like her. And it was Tardy.
Yeah.
And I couldn't remember who it was because when Tardy came, she didn't have all that makeup on. She had the wavy hair with the little poof balls. I'm like, I like her. She cute. I love the energy. She ain't scared. Like, she got something. And then to find out, they not, oh, girl.
Camera. And I said, yeah. Even the main production people, Ebonie, all of them, everybody noticed her because her facial expression got her in there. So when we saw this girl, and I'm like, everybody's walking in, mostly everybody else is by the van. She the only one that's left lingering, and even though she lingering, she really not lingering because it was like maybe 4 other girls behind, but still, it was something about her that I said, she's strong. I said, she can handle her as far as she's not intimidated by her. Meaning that she is the type of person that is strong-minded, and I want her to ask her on the bus. Or even she can ask her before she gets on the bus. I don't care whenever you ask her, but ask her why is she late. Ask her, does she think it's fair that she's late and not everybody else? Because we had to get this part out the way because once we got back, we had to get our bags, we had to go, we had to get into the house, we had to check in at a certain time. There was so many other things we had to do. So we wanted to catch this. Now, what we did not know is that it would go beyond this. And also, Braids would tell you herself, she didn't know that Tardy was going to drill her back and be like, who told you? Who told you to say this? They told you because all the girls could see us whispering to Braids. They could see us talking to Braids. They could see it, and let me not even say whispering. I'm sorry. Let me not use that word because I don't like that because y'all also turned that into something ugly. So they saw us talking to Braids while they were inside of the van. So Tardy knew something was going on. And she said, who told you to ask? Who told you to ask? So Braids trying to just carry out her job. She said, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Who told da-da-da-da. And I don't know exactly how the argument went, but it lasted the entire ride. I promise you guys, when we found out about it, we got the call. Right when we were pulling up in the parking lot, that this was going on. We said, you know what, send both of them over here when they get out. When they got outside, Carmen went up to them ladies and said, hold up, what are you doing? What's happening? Well, this and that. Then Carmen said, no. And I said, no. And then Bray said, well, Kat told me to blah, 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 which is what you guys saw. And I said, yes, I told you to ask her. not to argue. And that's when Bray said,
well, how else was she? I'm going to argue with you too. Who are you to press me? Who you think you is? You think you finna, make me bow down? No, who told you? Because you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna do, what else did you expect? Was she supposed to nut up and be like, I was late because my bags were...
Yeah.
That's competition.
Square business.
So, of course it was gonna be an argument. Of course it was gonna go back and forth. And then other people chimed in on it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, even when they started doing the freestyle thing, like, everybody was like, ugh, when it was her turn to rap. You know what I'm saying? Like, she really was trying to vibe. That's what it gave me.
Yeah.
She was trying to vibe with the girls, but she felt the pressure. And obviously, it wasn't Braids being given the green light to speak on that. Everybody was like, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what started the beef with Tardy. Yeah, she was late the first episode, of course. But then when they went home, it was a while before they came back to do the show. It was a little while, like 2-3 weeks or so. 3 weeks. So by the time they get back, and this happened, that's green light. Boom. That's my target right here. Tardy. That's my target. Everybody ran off that. Not just Braids. Everybody ran off of it. You know what I'm saying? And then Braids went up to Tardy, and she said they went out to eat and everything, and was like, hey, this was told, I was told to do this. Don't tell nobody that I was told to do this to you, but I don't really feel that way, but I was told to do it. And they got cool. And Bray said Tardy even got cool with Bray's sister. Mm-hmm. And Bray's sister wasn't even on the show. But then Tardy went and I guess told production or told somebody that she knew about Bray's being told to press her. And then Bray's felt some type of way. It was like, well, why would you tell him? I told you not to tell. You know what I'm saying? But it puts her in a bad position too, because it's like, okay, are y'all trying to tarnish my name? Yeah. What are y'all doing? You know what I'm saying? I don't want to come on here. And that's what she said. She don't want to come on here with the negativity. She don't want to be looked at in a negative way and be attacked and all this stuff. She don't want that. But that's exactly what happened. So it wasn't fair to Tardy. It wasn't fair to Braids. It wasn't. And she gonna apologize for that. But I'm going to kind of skip through because it's long. I'm going to kind of skip through. But I did watch this video already.
Each race, each color, background.
Okay, so right here she's talking about the colorism, because a lot of people were saying Carmen was being colorist, and it was a lot of different races there. I don't think she was being colorist. If she was, it wasn't on purpose. I don't know.
I think it was one of those situations where the only ethnicity we didn't have in full was Asian. We didn't have an Asian young lady there. So if you're out there, maybe we're knocking on your door. But outside of that, we had majority African American women of all colors.
That's true.
All sizes. It's one of those situations where you got to stop making stuff up, to that you didn't feel no type of way. I'm not taking that from anybody. But at the end of the day, we have to be fair. We chose people based on what they brought to the table. And if it was 5 dark-skinned women that would have brought the heat, 5 dark-skinned women would have been picked. If it was 5 yellow-skinned that brought the heat, 5 yellow-skinned would have been picked. If it was 5 white girls that brought the heat, 5 white girls was gonna get picked. We did not say, okay, we need this color, we need that color, we need that color. It just so happened that everybody was from different places, different backgrounds. We literally chose based on the challenges, based on what they delivered. We saw a young lady that was beautiful, but we was like, she lazy. But she lazy. She was just lazy.
But I mean, you saying that y'all picked off of the challenges, but most of the time it wasn't. Because a lot of people, like Tardy threw up. You know what I mean? She barely ate the pig head. She didn't get eliminated. Yeah. She didn't get eliminated. It was a lot of things, and even with the book situation, everybody was told to do something, and Tardy didn't write nobody's name. That showed character, but that showed that she wasn't worried about getting sent home. But she didn't get sent home. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people went home that didn't necessarily deserve to go home, in my eyes, based off of the challenges.
And based on elimination, like when you eliminated 3 dark-skinned females and
at
kept,
one time.
At one time. At one time.
It just looked bad.
It looked real bad as hell.
But it looks bad to a dark-skinned person.
Yeah, like,
we are already, especially when it comes to social media, we all know. We all know. I'm going to just tell you this. I've literally had somebody come and say to me, oh, y'all not going to make it because y'all both dark-skinned. This is stuff that we deal with as influencers. Y'all are both dark-skinned. So, boom. Or the biracial couples get more views.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The lighter-skinned babies get more love. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all about an image. And we're taught that something looks better than the other.
One thing I am going to say, don't let this YouTube stuff fool y'all. Don't get so tied into it to where y'all believe that YouTube is the only way y'all can be successful.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Own
businesses, all it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Be smart.
Get your medicine. He not feeling good. Y'all.
I'm under the weather and doing it.
Okay, well go ahead. Get your medicine.
And so we know that everybody goes through their own situations. Everybody has their own life traumas that they have been through, and you know, in no way, shape, form, or fashion will we ever discriminate, or would Carmen ever discriminate against anybody for their skin color. I have not seen her do that, and I don't believe that she ever will do that. I did not feel that from her. I felt like every move from her was genuine. From even welcoming me was genuine. She welcomed me with open arms. I am a proud woman. I'm a proud African American woman, and I'm a proud hood woman sometimes too. I ain't gonna lie.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Anyway, so is that rumor true about colorism? No. False. And y'all know y'all heard that TV show. Anyway, let me tell you guys my opinion of who I think started a lot of the mess. I know you guys want to know. So guess what? Y'all want to know about that famous phone call that everybody's talking about? So listen, Shorty comes to me in my DM and she says, hey Miss Cat, can you call me? I give her my number so she can call me. She sends me a message and basically says, this is Shorty. And I say, okay. Basically I'm telling her that I'll call her back. She says, okay. I end up calling her back. The moment when I called her back, I was shocked by this, and Shorty had just got done crying about her situation not too long ago, about her abusive situation, so I felt like she needed somebody to talk to for real.
Oh no.
Oh my God.
Why did you add that out,
Kat?
Oh man.
Certain things you shouldn't say.
Now, but I'm going to say this. When you get the playing dirty with the wrong person, expect them to bust back.
You right, though. So, I can't even blame you for that, Kat. Like, I feel you, though. I feel you.
Wow.
But, dang. That's why I say some people just need to just learn how to just pipe down.
Yeah. Yeah. This is definitely one of those situations because I think she's still with that person. You know, I don't know. But now it's out for the world to talk about. You know what I'm saying? But again, Leontra wasn't even on there that long to really just show any other side of her besides, and that was the problem. Like Carmen them wanted to see how she is right now. They wanted to see that on camera. They wanted to see that on the show, but she didn't show that.
You say she started getting poppy. She started popping at the mouth on the reunion.
On the reunion.
Like,
and towards Tardy. And I never saw them even have an issue.
I never even see Lil Bit do that though. Like
I didn't either.
The show, like, it
shocked me. I was like, ooh. And ooh.
So my job as Major Cat, which is the role that I play, and I love that role, I'm caring and I do care about the girls and their well-being. So I answer the phone. First thing she says is, hello, Miss Cat, how you doing, Miss Cat? I just wanted to talk to you, but can I chime Hannah in? Hannah's on the phone. And I say, okay, go on, put Hannah on the phone. She puts Hannah on the phone. Now, come on now, I'm a grown-ass woman, I'm smart.
Yeah, that was a setup right there. I would have known too. Okay, they finna come with the bullshit. Okay, what's up? Let's get
What's with the mess? Though?
Why did we have to three-way with that?
Why people can't just seem to just talk out their differences one-on-one? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but my biggest thing is, again, Shorty wasn't even on there that long.
Yeah.
To even have an issue.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now Hannah and them maybe had, but even Hannah, these two girls right here were not shown in a negative way. Period. I don't know if they was saying stuff behind the scenes and felt like, okay, well, maybe they caught me saying this or doing this. I don't know what they felt. I'm waiting on it. I'm waiting on the video. But why did y'all two? I don't know. I'm waiting on y'all.
I'm already knowing when Messbox gets on the phone that it's going to be a big old mess fest. So I'm very particular about what I say and how I say it from the very beginning. So they first asked me the question of, how is this going to be edited? I didn't like how it was portrayed and da-da-da-da-da. And I said, and I quote, how the way you showed yourself on camera is how it'll show. So if you feel like you did the most, then it'll show that. I said, but I don't feel like you guys were looking bad as far as the whole season, when you guys did not look like you two in particular was against Tardy. And if you look at all the scenes, Hannah was not against Tardy.
Nope.
Shorty did not look like she was against Tardy on the scenes. So Hannah basically got on the phone. When Hannah got on the phone, I instantly knew it was going to be some mess. Messbox 1 was on the phone, Messbox 2. So I was like, okay, what are they going to do and what is this about? So they were both very, well, let me say this. Shorty was acting like she wasn't mad until Hannah got on the phone. Then they both act like they was kind of frustrated, but it was like Shorty needed to fuel from Hannah in order to feel this way. Now, she might have expressed to Hannah that she was mad, but when she first got on the phone with me, she did not come off that way. She did say, you know, I just wanted to make sure that, you know, this doesn't look bad, blah, blah, blah. And I said, well, it's the reunion show. You know, it's going to show however it's going to show. There's nothing I can do about it. There's no way that I'm not a part of editing, you know, and it is what it is. She said, okay, that's fine. Then they asked me a question. Of course, we go into that talk for about 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes. They're majority talking, and I'm just pointing out things that I noticed, so on and so forth. Nothing was messy. Nothing was hurtful to anybody. Like I said, I knew what I was doing because I knew who was on the phone. So then they asked me the question, well, who do you think should have won? Who did you think should have won? I said, well, I didn't feel like JJ should have won because I felt like JJ already had her shit together. I felt like, you know, she was on point. I felt like she was already established, and she's a beautiful woman. Like, she's gonna get out there and get it. I wanted Undercover to win. I really wanted Undercover to win because I like Undercover. I liked her story, and I went into that whole spiel. And somehow you guys turned it around the other day, and you went and called JJ, and JJ said she heard the whole conversation, baby. So if you heard the whole conversation, you would have heard that. This is how I know you did not hear the whole conversation, because you had an attitude with me. So
I want to know why y'all two ladies felt the need to ask Kat who she thought should have won.
Yeah.
I want to know why. Because that is messy. That is messy. Because at the end of the day, it don't matter what she thought. The final decision was the final decision. It don't matter. So if she would have said, you know, something opposite, like, who needed validation from that? I want to know, like, what made y'all want to, because that's not, I wouldn't have asked her that, because it's not her place to choose anyway. So what does it matter? It's over with. And regardless, Undercover got a deal out of this anyway. So they both won. She just didn't get the $10,000. She got $1,000 out of it. No, she didn't get $1,000. JJ was gonna give her $1,000 if she didn't get the deal, but she got the deal, so it doesn't matter. Like, it just does not look well at all on you ladies' behalf, like, to reach out to her. And Kat, I feel like you shouldn't even entertain that conversation.
For real.
Oh, no, we're not gonna get into all of that. You know, the decision is made. I feel like the person who won is the one who should have won, because it's Carmen's show, and at the end of the day, she's the boss, and it's her decision.
Yeah.
Save yourself right then and there. But she kept it real. She kept it real, and then boom.
It backfired.
Backfired. You can't always let everybody know how you really feel. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks.
It's like dancing with the devil. Like, you really have to tiptoe, or just not, don't conversate with them. Like, Why? Like, since when does this interview Kat? Let's interview Kat and ask Kat how she feel.
Yeah.
Like, what does it matter?
So you lied about that. You lied about that. You might have came in on the last part, or I don't know when you came in, but you would have heard me say all of the great, amazing things about you. Then there was another thing that they were talking about.
So messy, bro.
On this phone call that I supposedly talked a lot of trash. They said, oh, you did good on the show, you did good on the show, blah, 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 whatever, whatnot. And I said, thank you. I guess I said something wrong there too. Because when I said thank you, I supposedly didn't stick up for everybody else and, you know, say everybody else did amazing, but I did. I said, you know what? Carmen did amazing too. You guys did amazing too. Everybody did amazing, but they said I didn't stick up for them enough. What the do you want from me? What do you want from me? So to clear the rumors of, did I get on the phone and start some mess with nobody? False. Boom. They called me trying to get something out of me, and the best thing they could have got was that I didn't want JJ to win. That's how I don't know how they relayed her the message, but it wasn't that I just didn't want JJ to win. It was that I felt like another person needed the money. So my idea of who the winner should have been was because I'm looking at it from a financial standpoint of view. Yeah. Not from a YouTube point of view. This is why it's not my show, because I'm not the decision maker. I would pick the wrong person if it was dealing with YouTube. So this is why it's not my show. But guess what? That was my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. I wanted Undercover to win, and it is what it is. Not hating on nobody. JJ is an amazing person. She did good on all of the challenges. Anything else we need to clear up? So anyway, I hope this answered all of you guys.
All right. So that was basically the end of that. And again, I don't understand how they wanted to. Why would y'all expect her to stick up for y'all?
I know, right?
She's Kat. She's Major Kat. Like, she's like Carmen's right-hand man, right-hand woman. Like, how is she gonna stick up for y'all? Like,
especially
you mean like are you saying like with the way that Carmen judged y'all? That's Carmen's show. It's Carmen's show. Even if she would have went tit for tat with her on some things, it's still Carmen's decision at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Like, at the end of the day. So now you guys know, if y'all feel like Carmen don't make sound decisions, then y'all don't need to be on that show, because y'all feel like that she's not going to judge y'all appropriately. She's not going to judge y'all in a way that you should be judged on a show that has eliminations.
Right.
Like, at the end of the day, it's over with, y'all. Like, this is part 1, so there's going to be a part 2. I really don't even think we need a part 2, but I like hearing both sides. So I do feel like that last little bit was very messy, but you also can prevent situations by not participating in them.
Right.
Don't even answer the phone call. Okay, well before y'all, okay, you got both y'all on the phone. What is the problem? Because why do both of y'all have to be on the phone?
Yeah.
And then, were you recording me? How did, like, and then, girl, anyway, thank y'all so much for watching. We appreciate your support. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe.
It's very important.
Tell that notification bell, send everybody our way.
Tell them we the next stuff, because we the best stuff.
That's on E&D Gang.
Them big facts.
Alright, go ahead and go to MrHolly-Wood.com. Get your merch, get your merch, get your merch.
Yes, go do that.
I can't say it enough. Get your merch.
Go stream my EP Mud Baby, you know what I'm saying? Hey.
Period.
And your boy on them radio waves in Atlanta, California. Yeah, real talk, no cap. Yes, I just got the good news. Yes.
If you're in Atlanta and you listen to the radio, let us know. If you hear Mr. Hollywood, if you hear his song Out the Mud, record it, send it to us, because we don't be knowing when they play it.
It's on Power 107.9, yes.
Right, and some other radio stations.
Yes.
But all right, until next time.
Peace.
Love don't cost a thing. You just what I need. Can I be the air you breathe? You everything and in between. Let's take a ride through the night. Pop champagne if you like. Finest thing that I seen in sight. And I ain't going out without a fight, no.